I think I know when the Nintendo NX will be announced. I will share my theory in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below and be sure to hit that like button. Part of the big Eurogamer leak was the potential month of when Nintendo would unveil the system. They said that the NX will be in handheld with detachable controls. When you are at home you can link it to your TV. And they also said that the unveil is currently slated for September. I also think this is right, since October and especially November will be crowded with games and stuff to talk about. You want to be in front of these crazy months, you want to have space on big gaming websites, so early October at the latest for the Nintendo NX reveal. Early September? No, probably not. Sony is already doing a show on September 7th and Apple is probably following suit on an early September Wednesday announcement event for the new iPhone and Apple Watch. Nintendo wants everyone talking about their new system, including mainstream publications like Wall Street Journal, and Wall Street Journal will pick the new iPhone over the Nintendo console every day. So they want to get away from early September. Also, if it is early September, they should have announced something by now, don't you think? So when then? Maybe the week after. By the way, it will probably be on a Wednesday, Thursday or Friday, because that's their normal day for a Nintendo Direct. This year all the Nintendo Directs have been on a Friday, which is pretty interesting to note, I think. So the next Friday, September 16th, could be the date. Well, that's one day before Tokyo Game Show and we already know that Nintendo will not be there. So to show their new hardware and skip Tokyo Game Show would be pretty weird. I mean, I know Nintendo is normally not at Tokyo Game Show, but you do agree that it would be weird to announce the handheld and then not even show it at the convention that is a few days later. They might do their own event again, Nintendo Space World. I mean, this is where they historically announced a ton of hardware, including the GameCube, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, and more interestingly, they also did something with the Nintendo 3DS there. And while you could say that the Nintendo NX will be the successor to the Wii U, it is also the successor to the Nintendo 3DS, if it's indeed a handheld. And if we look at the rumors, we can probably say this is true, right? It will be the successor to both. If it's a handheld, one of the most important markets will be Japan, since the DS and the 3DS killed it there and are still selling a ton of units every week. So it does make sense that Nintendo will return to what they previously did and go with a Nintendo Space World event where they could show off the NX. Okay, that sounded a little bit weird. The NX. Give us the real name, Nintendo, come on. On the other hand, Nintendo has changed. They don't do a press conference anymore. They really want to control the message and make sure nothing fails during the live show.
To throw it. Push. Everything went really well in our rehearsals. You guys need to turn off all your wireless devices.
So what might also be a possibility is that they will do a Nintendo Direct first, where they announce the system, have a press event at the same time where people can go hands-on with Zelda and other titles that will be available at launch, and then later on they will have some sort of Nintendo Space World event later in the year for the Japanese customers. So I think that if Nintendo will unveil the NX in September, it will be the week after Tokyo Game Show or the last week of September. So September 22nd or 23rd or September 29th or 30th. My guess goes to September 29th, because otherwise they would have announced it by now, don't you think? They would have said, okay, there will be an event on September 22nd or September 23rd. Also, September 22nd and September 23rd is still like 1 week apart from Tokyo Game Show and also closer to the Sony announcement. So they might want to go as far as they can while not being in the first crowded week of October. For 1 second I thought, maybe they don't want to cannibalize the excitement of Paper Mario Color Splash for Wii U, but on the other hand it could also generate excitement for the game if they talk about the NX and everyone gets excited about Nintendo again, and then they have a new Nintendo game at the very moment around the announcement of the NX. Hopefully we will hear more about the Nintendo NX and what Nintendo has in store for us soon. Right now I think September 29th, the first day, the last Thursday of September, or the day after that, will be the big unveiling of the Nintendo NX. I already made a ton of predictions for the launch games. You can watch that video by clicking on the screen. Let me know in the comments what you think will be the day that they will announce the NX. Subscribe for more NX content. Like this video if you did, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.